This year, everybody knows the system is different. The qualifiers are different. We have sanctionals, which is arguably my least favorite word. It's just the way it comes out of your mouth. We have sanctionals. We have the open, top 20 from the open, get invites. Wait, there's something else, isn't there? Oh, there's the wild card. And then we have...
I'm already bored. Already.
This is going to get good. Then we have national champions. Now, Jake has an interesting relation to a national champion.
I do.
The Jamaican from your gym.
Oh, yes.
Tell everyone. You have to speak up. Speak words.
Yes. His name's Sean Brennan. He qualified through Jamaica.
So he's a Jamaican citizen.
Jamaican citizen. And...
he won Jamaica.
Yep.
Do you know where he finished in the world?
That I don't.
I looked it up. It was actually not that bad. It was like in the 5,000s or something like that.
That's legit, yeah.
Yeah, not god awful, but that's not bad.
He's a Masters, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and he's and he didn't qualify for Masters.
Nope.
So he qualified for the games, but not for Masters.
Correct.
So I did a little bit of math. I did a little bit of counting, not even math, really. Counting. There's 148 male national champions, right? Or no, I'm sorry. There's 148 games competitors right now. Total. And I believe there's around 100 national champions, or 110, 120, something like that in there. You have everything from obviously Matt Fraser to, I don't know, I think on the women's side there's a competitor who got a games invite who was about 20,000th in the world or something like that, 24,000th, somewhere around there. Other than Madison needing more hotel rooms, do we think that's just too many games competitors or no?
Well, there's going to be a cut, right? There's going to be like a first event.
Obviously, they'll have to be. They can't take 148 men into the stadium and have 800
It seems excessive to me.
It seems excessive. Why?
All that travel, all that work to get all those competitors, and then there's a cut within the first day. I don't know. Seems excessive to me.
What about you, Jake?
Kind of agree.
Okay, you're both wrong. It's not obsessive.
Well, first of all, it's an opinion.
It's not obsessive. Excessive.
Let's point out it's an opinion.
Okay, it's an opinion. It is your opinion, yes.
Yeah.
The worst part of this is that Reebok has to give away more free stuff. That's the worst part. It's worth a games ticket. Mm-hmm. It's worth a ticket from whatever random country you qualified from to fly to Madison, get a hotel for a couple days, and get all the free Reebok gear. Right?
Yeah, I didn't mean from the. To be clear, I think it's awesome. Congratulations to all. No sarcasm at all the national qualifiers.
Right.
It's awesome. I'm just saying it seems like a lot of competitors.
Here's my feeling. The Olympics are not exclusive. The Olympics are inclusive. Right? The Olympics don't segregate bigger country, smaller country. Right? You have a qualifying standard. You go through that qualifying standard, and you make it. You come in last place. Who cares? And the Olympics have a system that basically has cuts, right? You have track and field, for instance. You have early heats. If you don't make it through the early heats, you're done. Nonetheless, you're still a person who's brought that sort of national pride to your country, right? By becoming an Olympic competitor, whether it's from a small country or a large country, right? You made it to the Olympics, and there's no complaining about it. How much it costs to travel there? It's on your dime. Right. The U.S. or the International Olympic Committee is not worried about how much it costs, or they're not paying for your ticket, right? So my feeling is that to truly make the sport global and to make it as broad as possible, this is a good thing. I don't care how many people there are; they will get cut fairly early. Right. I also think that each one of those countries that has qualified someone, the media attention that person's going to get is going to bring more people to the sport, right?
In that country,
and people that never heard of it. If you get an international competitor that qualified, now you have somebody to do articles on in the newspaper, right? Mm-hmm. It makes it much more of like an Olympic style event,
for sure,
right? The only problem I see is with the amount of hotels in Madison. That was a tough place to get a room in before, right? You have 300 games competitors now, so I'm assuming that's one hotel just off the charts, right? That's gone. So I also another thing I like about it is there's gonna be some star that pops out, right? There's gonna be a guy from Trinidad that is good at something, right? That happens early. That's one of those cut events. If it's a long race or something like that, my assumption is there's going to be a fairly long event on the first day, and there's going to be a lift on the first day, or a high skill, a lift and something else, muscle up, something like that.
Right.
Because that's a good way to pare the field down, right? But there's going to be a star that's going to pop out that everybody's going to love. It's just going to be fun to watch, right? Some guy
from the national qualifier.
Yeah, some guy that nobody's ever heard of, who just happens, and this is not to demean them in any way, but who just happens to be good at the things that come out that day, right? The cut line day, and he's going to make it to the final 50 or whatever we end up with, right? And he's going to be a star. It's just going to be fun to watch. It's just going to be
It will be cool to watch.
more interesting
from that perspective,
right? Especially if it's somebody that has no internet following, whatever. You're going to see their Instagram add 50,000 followers in one day, stuff like that. Like, that's just cool. It's just more fun to watch than watching the same people, which is what it's become, which is what it had become, the same 40 people over and over again.
That's an excellent point. I started off bored. I'm not even that bored anymore.